Uh-oh, we live, man. We live. I just want to say, shout out to everybody, man, that's going to be coming in the chat room. Shout out to y'all. The question that we want to ask today, y'all, is what do y'all think about Trump being elected? You know what I'm saying? I just want to know your thoughts. You can call in. The number is 302-467-8837. Y'all can call up with your thoughts on it. Just let me know what you think, man. If you in Delaware, go ahead and call up. I know this state is blue. So, let me know, what you think about it, because, I'm pretty sure that more of the people voted for Kamala Harris. So I just want to let us know what y'all think. Just call up and you can also go into the chat. But we got Captain Ariane here, man, on his way in this morning. And, and I just wanted to get his thoughts on the election. What did he think about Trump winning? And what does this mean for black women? Can we get a date or what?
You said, can we get a date?
Mm-hmm. Are black women, are they going to pop the balloon every time we walk and try to talk to them now? The reason I'm asking that is, I'm saying that is because, almost 90% of black women voted for Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? And it was a very large percentage of men who voted for Trump. So it was a gender divide down the middle. And I also saw videos where, it was a video where a black woman, she said, now that y'all voted for Trump, and, basically, if we get hung from trees or the police come and, treat us unjustly, like killing us or something like that, she don't want to hear it.
Yeah, that's what they always do when a Republican wins, or like at least the past few elections. But the problem is that black people, man or woman, resoundingly overall vote Democrat, and they did this time too. Like it's really no different. Mm-hmm. Every year, black people, black men, overwhelmingly, if you are a black man and you do vote, it's almost guaranteed that you're going to vote for Democrats. And black people always, when we don't get what we want, or we think things are falling apart, we start to turn against each other. When you ask niggas to vote for Kamala, and they did, but the problem is that the country is moving in a direction that you never thought it would move to, which is ridiculous to me. Like, we so surprised that Trump won, but I think we all forgot that we're minorities. We forgot that the way we think and our interests and the things we care about is not what the majority of people care about.
Right.
You care about your safety as a minority. You care about your safety as a black person in America. But the rest of the country doesn't necessarily give a damn about that. They care. And every other year, every other election cycle, we're so surprised that people would be okay with racism, or people that would be okay with this, or be pro-life, but there's millions of people in the country that don't think like you. They never will. And I think we black people, especially if you trying to be politically inclined, you gotta start to understand that not everybody thinks like you. Not everybody feels the way you feel just because you grow up around people or live around people that think the way you do. That's not reflective of the entire country.
Right, because and then also what I wanted to ask you is Pennsylvania is red. The Jamaican brother said it's red. Yeah, you hear me now. You hear me? You see me? It's red. Like, look, Pennsylvania on the map, I ain't never seen it that red. It was red.
It was like crimson.
It was crimson. So I want to know, like, what was your thoughts on, like, why do you think that Philadelphia too as well, but what made you think that and also just to quantify my question, like, the night, what was that, last night, they said almost 100,000 people that was down in downtown Pennsylvania that was going to Kamala Harris's rally. And it made you think that, Pennsylvania, it was a sense of, that everybody was going to go for her. So how do you think that it ended up going this red? You know what I mean? Like what's the, what does that say with the, towards the sentiment of the people that's in Pennsylvania?
I think when you look at Pennsylvania, people that's not from the state only know about Philly and Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
And those states, they're two liberal cities.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've been 2 seconds outside of Philly or 2 seconds outside of Pittsburgh, you know the rest of the state is like you might as well be in North Carolina or Tennessee or somewhere. It's not like outside of the major cities in Pennsylvania. There's only really 2 of them. It's
Mm-hmm.
a very Republican conservative state.
Mm.
So it's really not that surprising. I think what they were trying to do in Philadelphia is they were trying to get everybody in Philly to vote,
Mm-hmm.
so they could win the state. But
Gotcha.
I guess not enough people voted in the city, or the people. Once you question the people that's in the rural counties, they came out and voted.
Got you.
I think it's just overall, I think I'm trying to put it eloquently, but I think they just kind of lean. I think the Democrats, especially over the past few years, I think they kind of lean too much into. I think it's all about marketing. Like I don't think anybody's voting based off of policy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Democrats are marketing themselves to the LGBT community, of course. They're marketing themselves and to women and effeminate men.
Right.
And if you're not those 3 things, especially over the past, decade or so, it's kind of hard to get inspired by Democrats.
Right.
And like I said, nobody's voting off of policy. So even if I'm a man and the Democrats' policy, maybe like the economic policy will be better for me, I'm still not going to vote for him because I don't feel inspired.
Right.
A man is probably more, and a lot of men are probably more likely to, as far as how it makes you feel, at this point, a lot of men are probably more inclined to vote for Trump. Not because of the policy, but because he's just somebody that feels better. It's easy to follow him for certain men, especially if you ain't thinking too hard about it. If you're just going out, like I said, how it makes you feel, he's easier to follow as a man.
Right.
He's easier to have your faith in as a man. But the Democrats, not even just Kamala Harris, just the Democrats in general, they just kind of lean too much into being liberal. They lean too much into being inclusive instead of talking about the things that people really care about.
Right. It seemed like the Democratic Party, their whole agenda was what you can stick your rod in.
Yeah,
with orphans, you can stick your rod in.
Yeah, it's about let's be gay and let's unalive all these babies. That's what it kind of feels like is happening. They feel like we're gonna find a way to have sex with whatever we're gonna have sex with, and we're gonna get rid of these kids.
Right.
That's kind of like what it could boil down to, and that's not really what I think the average person really cares about. The average person right now, I think, is worried about money.
Right.
They're worried about struggling and not having no money.
They want to know what's going on. And Cap, just to, just to put it out there, she had all of Hollywood, all of the music industry, everybody that was on Diddy's list.
Right.
You know what I mean? On that list that was at them Diddy parties. Everybody, Glorilla to Usher to, Steve Harvey to DL Hughley to Beyonce to Oprah, everybody across the board. And it still did not work.
It didn't work. And because she did, I'm glad it didn't work because she did all that. Because to me, it's like so disrespectful that you think I'm gonna vote for you because Glorilla showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Like you think because Beyonce gave a speech, I'm gonna be so enamored by a motherfucker that sing that I'm gonna have to vote for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna vote for you because you promised me something, because you said you're gonna fix the economy, you're gonna fix poverty, you're gonna fix gun violence. I'm not gonna vote for any of those reasons. I'm gonna vote for you because Glorilla danced at the
That's wild.
And it's like you telling me that you think I'm dumb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To me, you're communicating to me that you think I'm stupid, and all I care about is Glorilla and Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion.
Right.
And that's what makes me to vote, not anything intelligent or reasonable. Like that's.
Yeah.
I'm glad she lost for that particular reason. That just because celebrities was there, I was gonna vote.
And she brought Obama out from Martha's Vineyard, from his mansion in Martha's Vineyard. She brought him out there to shame us, to shame black men.
I think Obama was mad. I think he was a little. I think that was a little personal. I think he was mad. I don't think he was acting with that. I think he was really mad at niggas.
He said, "You motherfuckers." So Cap, like, okay, so what does this say about, those white women who are, so-called feminists, and these white women that are, so-called all about women's rights? It showed through the polls that these women overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump again.
Those women don't exist. That's what I think. I think those women exist in small numbers that is loud on the internet. White and black. Most women want male leadership. Most women don't want to, at least in their personal life, they wouldn't abort their child.
Hold on, Cap. Don't you say it. You better not say it. you better not say it, Cap. Because what you about to say right now is something that is not said on out in the public.
This is the reality. The reality is the average woman wants male leadership in their life. Even all that all that old argument about, oh, let's go going 50-50 and all the complaining about men.
Right.
It's just women communicating that I want somebody to lead me. I think they go about it the wrong way, but all of it is just, I want a man to lead me. I want my man to be in charge. That's all they doing. And most women are relatively compassionate, and I don't believe, at least in their personal life, they would not want to abort their child, even in a bad circumstance. Even if they're young, they got goals that the child child might ruin. Most women don't think that way. Mm-hmm. But most women would probably prefer a more quote unquote traditional lifestyle, as far as a man leading them. They raise children, they get married, quote unquote. That's what most women want. But the women who are that we see on the internet or on TV are just really a minority of people, but they're loud. Mm-hmm. They're loud. So imagine if me and you, or people in the ISUB, can't imagine if we ran the media, mm-hmm. or we ran a major news broadcasting thing. You would watch us and think everybody thinks like us, but that's not the truth. We just happen to be the people that run the media, and that's the reality. We just have the people that say those type of things, like the feminists and stuff like that. They just happen to be the people that run the TV. They got the most money to promote to me, mm-hmm. and they got a good. They're good at marketing. They're good at making arguments and making me feel a certain type of way. But the average person isn't trying to be that extreme with their life. It's just right. It's just the person that got the mic. It's just the person that got the loudest voice. But not the person that it's not really reflective of the average person. I don't believe that.
You know what I've been seeing, Cap, this morning? I've been seeing a lot of the mainstream media like CNN, MSNBC, NBC, ABC. All of them, they look crushed. They look crushed. They said this is the hypocrisy. And
they definitely seem defeated.
Right. And I mean, and it's like, okay, I saw on a post this morning that Captain Cahan put out. He said, sometimes the Lord has to break your heart to open your eyes.
Right, that's right.
And I see what it, and I really understand, and it resonates a lot with what's going on, because a lot of people, it's like, how long do you think that this was going to go on before there was some kind of pushback? There's right. people out there that don't want drag queens coming in and teaching their kids about the LGBT community.
They don't.
There's a lot of things out there that is pushing back, and you can kind of see that it was clear that this is what people wanted. And the whole Senate is Republican, and the House of Representatives.
Right. Okay. I think they still count the votes with the House, but they definitely got the Senate.
Definitely got the Senate. That is wild. You know what I mean? And it's clear. And then we got to look at it like at a deeper message too, like the Lord is trying to show you, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though, we tried to vote for Kamala, we tried to vote for Donald Trump, nothing is going to happen different in your life. Nothing your vote is not going to matter because I remember General Muhammad said, I want to give him the credit for it, where he said that, every vote for a Republican or a Democrat is one less vote for Christ.
Right.
So at the end of the day, what we should learn from this is that, our salvation is going to come from the Most High. The Most High in Christ is going to come from, our coming together, our sisterhood, our brotherhood. We definitely going to come together now. There's no mistake about it. Like the school is going to go up, a few ticks because of this. You know what I mean? Because we underestimated, and this is what I want to ask you, Cap, is do you think that Black women underestimated the racism in America?
Black people.
Yeah, do you think Black people underestimated the racism in America?
Yeah, I think I don't know how the hell they did, but they definitely did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's ridiculous at this point. Especially after, especially even if you just look at Trump, it wasn't like he never won the election before.
Right.
He won already. And I think last time he won, he had 70 million votes or something like that. So I mean, it's like last time he lost. I'm sorry.
Right.
Last time when he lost to Biden, he had 70 million votes.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know why we're still so shocked by it, but Black people are definitely shocked at the racism. Because last night I was watching I think the Breakfast Club, or like a Breakfast Club affiliate or something. They was going live during most of the results as the results was coming in.
Uh-huh.
And they talking about it, and they looking at the computers, and and you can tell by looking the way they talking and looking in their face that they really are surprised that this many people relate to Trump. They're surprised that this many people were, I guess, beguiled or convinced to vote for Trump.
Uh-huh.
Because rest assured, everything that we hear about Trump is what the people that voted for him hear too.
Right.
So the same thing that the Democrats heard, the same thing that the people that voted for Kamala Harris, the same thing that they heard about Trump, the people that voted for Trump heard it too. So all the racism talk, all the sexism talk, all the hatred, all the bigotry, and all the words that they use, they all heard it too. The people that voted for him, and they still decided to vote for him. And to Black people, it's like shocking that we could be looking at the same thing and people would still vote for Trump. But once again, like I said, this is a big country, and not everybody thinks the same. Not everybody thinks the same. Some people don't mind that racism. Some people like it. That's what they prefer. And we gotta stop acting like this isn't America. We gotta stop acting like we're a post-racial society. That's not what this is, and I don't think that even exists. I don't think that there is one society that doesn't care about race. And it damn sure ain't this one, because this society is built off of white supremacy. So I don't know why you would expect somebody that you claim to be a white supremacist, or why would you expect him not to win? When we wouldn't have this country if it wasn't for white supremacists. We wouldn't have this country if it wasn't for people like Trump and the people that voted for him.
Yeah, I mean, they literally, are, heartbroken, and you see that, like I said, a lot of women are heartbroken, and you can clearly see, with the whole, Trump had the, the whole. I mean, I'm talking about like CNN, NBC, all of the different, Democratic news channels, and now I see why he say fake news. You know what I'm saying? You got all of the, the different news outlets who was trying to bring them down. The View, Whoopi Goldberg was trying to bring them down. Everybody. Even Robert De Niro came out and said that Trump was going to come for him too. I said, damn, Robert, the nigga from Casino? But it was so much fear. They said that Trump was going to come after them. He was going to come after and have a revenge plot against all the people that came after him. Now, the way I look at it is like, well, why not? You know what I'm saying? They put him on trial. They tried to, weaponize the justice system against him to bring him down. But for some reason, he was able to be resilient enough to come through and still be the president. And I just it's just going to be amazing just to see what's going to happen. But I'm just glad that this is a blow against, you know, the LGBT, because at some point it had to be some pushback, and the men, the straight men of America, you know, and it wasn't so much about, like you said, Cap, which was a good point. It wasn't so much about his
Policy.
you know, policies. It was just that, you know, the straight men or the cisgender men in this country just had to feel like, man, I want to be a part of something that feels like manhood.
Right. Like, yeah, look, like, don't, like, it get to a point where I start to, and I don't believe in the conspiracy theories, right? I'm not that type of person. I just try to only stick with things I can prove.
Mm-hmm.
But it started to feel like you want me to be gay. Like, and I don't even necessarily believe in the whole, you know, they trying to make us gay thing. I don't even necessarily believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's a trend. But it's, after a while, I started to feel like you definitely want my kids to be gay. Like it started to feel like that. It started to feel like, well, it's on everything. It's always talked about. It's always promoted. It's always glorified. And get to a point where, like, well, you must want me to be gay, because if they're like if they become like the vocal point of all, you know, heroism and what's the word, like, if they looked at it as the people that are the bravest and the most, the best in the compare, like they looked at it, I would think that that's what you want me to be, or want my children to be, or people in the future to be. Like you put when you put something down on people too much, it starts to they fight against it eventually. Anything that you push on people, they're gonna rebel against it eventually. And
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, one last thing. And did you see the commercial they put out about it was the best commercial of the whole campaign, about the the transgenders getting the sex changes in jail?
Yeah,
I think that might have won Trump the election.
That
was an amazing.
It was diabolical.
That commercial was like, regardless of what, even if you like gay people, even if you like the transgender thing, you cannot disagree that commercial was amazing. they got her saying, because they got Kamala saying, yes, I fully support transgenders having sex changes in prison, and I'll pay for it. And at the end of the commercial, they show like a drag competition in prison. It's like they in the dorm, they got bunk beds, and you see her like a transgender motherfucker in prison, in jail. And it was like the perfect commercial. It was like, what the hell are they doing?
It was diabolical.
It was like that, like, oh my God, I gotta vote for Trump. It was like, you got no choice, because they're giving all the money to people in jail getting sex.
Hey, Kai, I know it looked like you stopped. I just want to know if you had a question for one. You had one more. We had a comment that was on the screen. I just want to know if you had enough time to respond to the comment before we end it, or
no. I got time. I'm just off the highway, but I got more time.
Okay, so it says maybe now they'll take that felony question off applications. That's all. That's all I'm concerned about. I have been turned down for housing and jobs based on that status, and now having a convicted felon as a president. LOL. Maybe that's good for felons struggling. I don't vote. That's right. That's my pops right there.
Almost incorrect. I hear people saying that whole, you know, well, if he's a felon, I should be able to get a job, or if he's a felon, they should hire felons. I guess they're right technically, but people got to realize that you got enough money or influence and power, you can get whatever job you feel like getting. You know,
right?
If you got enough influence and power, all these other things that we worried about don't matter. The only reason we even got to have that argument is because we don't have enough power as a people to give each other jobs regardless. There are a few black-owned businesses that definitely hire felons, but it ain't Walmart. It ain't Amazon. It's not these big giant corporations that can hire millions of people. So black people own businesses, and they hire felons because they know it's a need for it. They know that there's brothers that who are, you know, made mistakes in the past, changed, and can't find a job. What we got to focus on is becoming powerful enough to where we can hire who the hell we want to hire. and stop
Right.
instead of begging the government and looking at the government and saying, well, and calling them hypocrites about what they're doing. We can just get enough. We decide to come together and get enough power. We can hire who we want to hire, or get a job where we want to get a job at, instead of asking them to be, what's the word? Be not hypocrites.
Mm-hmm.
You can't help them.
All right, yeah. So I had to switch my other camera. My other camera, it was hot. I don't know what the hell's going on, but and like I said, we got Captain Aria in the building, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He is, giving us a great insight. I mean, great insight, might I add. You know what I mean, about what's going on with the election and really what's going on. You know what I'm saying? A very good insight on the election and what it means for us. You know what I'm saying? And that's like a great insight. And Tawada, for you being on the show, Cap. Somebody said, Carletta G said, it doesn't matter to me if Trump is in office because God Yahweh gives me the wisdom to not vote anymore. Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Voting was the trick bag. Voting was the trick bag that the oppressor used to get us all in. And if you avoided that at whatever cost, whether it was coming into the truth and learning about the Most High in Christ, then that was a win for you. You know what I'm saying? You let the oppressor have what he has and let them do what they do. The oppressor is showing black women. They showing them, like Cap brought out earlier, they showing them, you know what I'm saying, that they're going to put their power into their man. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna they said 90 Cap, if I may, they had it seemed like every entertainer in rap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for you to come back on. It seemed like you was kind of broke up a little bit, Cap. I think he kind of froze a little bit, but I'll keep talking until he comes back in. But they had every single rapper, every single comedian, every single everybody, even Whoopi Goldberg and all of them that was just after Trump and just really coming down on him, and the Lord just showed. And Salagi, Cap, you back?
I'm back.
Okay, you good to go. You good to go, Cap. What was you going to say? I was just talking, just a filibuster until you came back in.
I think I was just agreeing with what you said. I ain't nothing particular.
Yeah, they had Usher. They had everybody. I mean, Usher was moonwalking.
That's what he said.
And I'm just glad
you
that.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Cap. Go ahead, you got it.
No. It's why I just want to make sure you can hear me. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it was so crazy, like just to see. And a sister earlier, she had came in the chat and said that that we got to come together and we got to be smarter now. Like for me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Kat, but like what I see is that even though it was wrong that we voting on both sides, it was wrong. But what I do see is that black men are starting to see through the fog. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though we got to this point where they're saying, okay, we gotta try to vote different, and that's wrong too. But at least the black men are saying, okay, this is not right. You know what I mean? And we have to vote for something better. Now they should be voting for Christ, of course, but I'm trying to say, okay, put that to the side and just look at like men, period, from the base level. It's like men are seeing this and they're saying that this isn't right, what's going on. This isn't right, what's being taught to our kids, and we need to change direction. But the women aren't on board with that.
Yeah, because like I said, the Democrat, they're marketing to women. That's what they're doing. It's like church. They're marketing directly to, like they're marketing directly to them.
Yeah, and Cap, I can show you a video right now and about the Christian church, and it will make you cringe right now.
About what?
About how bad they wanted us to vote for Kamala Harris.
Yeah, this is retarded. And you know the thing too. There's the point I was going. I think the sister's comment made me think about it. Okay, it's crazy how this is what tells me that everything, that voting doesn't matter, or that we wasting our time. Is that Black people have the highest voter turnout in America, of course. In the United States, America, Black people have the highest voter turnout underneath white people.
Mm-hmm.
So, out of all the people that can vote, right under, there's white people, and most of them vote. They got the highest voter turnout. I'm not sure the exact numbers, but out of all the people that could vote, that white, many of them vote.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing right under the black people, right under the white people is black people. We have some of the highest voter turnout in the country, but we don't have the same growth that other minority communities have.
Mm-hmm.
So we, like I said earlier, we primarily, all the time, regardless of what you're seeing on the internet, with a few celebrities supporting Trump, we by and large vote for Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
It had been for forever, since like the 60s. So what we're doing is every year we're voting the most, as far as our population is concerned. We vote damn near the most, right behind white people, and we don't have the same level of growth that Asians have and Arab people have. People that haven't been in the country as long as we have. We don't have the same level of growth, even though we have absolute political dedication.
So, Kat, I mean to cut you off, but do you think that the Democratic Party is going to have to come with something different that's going to have to inspire black voters to get back on their side?
I don't think black that's the problem. Black voters are still on their side, and that's the fucked up part. Black voters, by and large, are still on their side.
Mm.
If you look at the specific numbers about who voted for who this year, by and large, I think 80% of black male voters voted for Kamala Harris. And I want to say like 90% of black women voters voted for Kamala Harris.
Mm-hmm.
And it's by and large, we still support her. It's nothing has really changed. It's only changed in small amounts. Maybe you got a few more vocal black Republicans, but by and large, black people still vote. But we are seeing, but being that we are seeing things change a bit, I think what they're probably going to end up doing is probably trying to be more like Republicans. That's what they're
more like Republicans.
More quote unquote conservative. They were trying to be more like them. They might. I don't know what they're going to do.
They say it's too left. Do you know what I mean? Like you're too extreme.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think they might get a little more tougher on immigration. I would think. I think that was a big thing for people. I think the Republicans definitely stoked fear enough with the border, making people mad at immigrants for not having enough money, or mad at immigrants for the crime, which is ridiculous to me. But
yeah,
it's just what they convince people to do. They convince people that immigrants are the problem. And I think that kind of worked for the Republicans, and I think the Democrats might start moving in that direction, at least as far as being a little more tougher on immigration.
Yeah, because like now you got pastors having readers now. You know what I mean? They copied off of us. They got readers now, Cap. They about to start coming out to the street on a pulpit
right.
of wood. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed like you're almost there, Cap. You seem like you're getting slower and slower.
Yeah, but I'm trying to find somewhere to park now. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, Cap, that part didn't change. That part about us having to go to work and having to go to school, having to do what we got to do, you know what I'm saying, to make ends meet, and how to, you know what I mean, get that education that's going to, move us forward for the future, that haven't changed.
Yeah, these bills still do. They still the bank is still knocking on the door. They don't give a damn.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And, like I said, this should be a wake-up call to the women, man, and the effeminate men. This should be a wake-up call to you too as well. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what way you feel, no matter what way they try to use the propaganda machine to work against you, no matter how many times they say that something is misogynistic, at the end of the day, the white women will come through. Well, look, it's equal, Cap. They said, well, everybody came after the black woman, so-called, right? I use that very loosely. Right. So-called the black woman, right? but it happened to the white woman. And one thing that we can know emphatically that is true is that Trump knows how to beat women, white or black.
Put these on them.
He put these on them. But he know how to beat women.
do it.
Look, it don't matter what he say. He's definitely gonna beat the women. Because guess what? Like you said, Kat, what we see on the internet and what we see from the propaganda machine called CNN and MSNBC and Instagram and Facebook, that is a small percentage of what women really think.
No, that's not what women think.
That's not what women think. The woman majority of women think that they want a man to lead them. They want their man to lead them.
And the crazy thing with women is, and this is going to sound misogynistic, but the crazy thing with women is I don't think they even know that that's what they want. That's the problem. Like women think they want a female leader. Mm-hmm. They think they want to be in charge. Mm-hmm. Think they want to be powerful. But I think that's not what they actually do. Like, like if you tell a woman, I'm gonna give you all the opportunity in the world to be powerful and rich and famous and yada yada yada. Like if you offer a woman, what's the word? Power, she'll take it. But I do not think that's what women are most comfortable. I don't think they're most comfortable being led by a man. Mm-hmm. I think in their mind they think, yeah, I want to be in charge, but that's not, or that's not what actually happens. Mm-hmm. They're gonna vote for Kamala Harris because they like the idea of it. They like the optics, the way it makes them feel. Mm-hmm. Feel, it's powerful because it's a black woman, quote unquote, a black woman in office. It makes me feel good about being a black woman. But do I really want to run anything? Mm-hmm. No. And I don't think, and I think a lot of women realize that about it. They realize that they don't really want to be in charge. They rather be led by a man, and that's why you get the results you get, because most women, white or black, they just want to be led.
There we go. Hey, shout out to Captain Ariya. He said a lot of things tonight, black women, that would be taken as disrespectful, but they was things that needed to be said. They were things that were the truth. TRUFF. The truth. You know what I mean? That you might not have wanted to accept, but now you have to. Right. And I think that a lot of things that may have been a lot of people out here tonight might think that you was disrespectful. You should be burned at the stake. But a lot of those things you said, everything you said tonight was, well, I said today was, I said tonight because it's kind of dark in here. But everything that you said was right on, 100 spot on. And, I respect the fact that, you was able to you know what I mean, to really put everything into perspective. And the water cat, you know what I'm saying, for you coming on.
The water you. I appreciate it. The water, whoever watching. Appreciate it.
Yeah. It's people watching. They ain't saying nothing. They like, man, dude, who is this guy? Get him out of here.
They trying to figure out whether or not we're going to go back into slavery or not. They scared.
Yeah, they scared. They think that the democracy is over. Like that's what they saying on CNN. And they saying that democracy is done.
I think a lot of people believe that, but I think that's a fear mongering tool that they was using to get us to vote. But I don't think they said Trump. Okay, once again, I could be wrong. We could turn around tomorrow and they rounding niggas up. I could be all the way wrong, but I feel like they damn sure exaggerating. They exaggerate like a motherfucker. They said that Trump said that he wants to give cops full immunity, police officers. Mm-hmm. But when you think, okay, when we hear that, this is what we hear. We hear, I'm a black person, I get pulled over by the cops kill me, they never go to jail, right? Mm-hmm. That's what we hear, because that's the messaging that Trump is trying to send. He's trying to tell white people that I'm gonna let the cops kill niggas, right? Mm-hmm. But if you give cops full immunity, cops can start to kill people other than black people.
Right.
That means a cop could kill a senator that he doesn't like.
Right.
Cops could kill the mayor.
Right.
The cops could, if you can give a cop full immunity, they could go rob banks. And
Right.
Like when you give somebody full immunity, that means full. That means entire. Meaning
Right.
more than just killing niggas. Like yeah, he said that, but like you can't be that unrealistic about things.
Right.
Like he doing like if he actually do that, that means everybody's fucked. That means whoever ain't a cop is jammed up because it's full immunity.
Right.
They really tried to stoke fear with a lot of stuff with Trump, and things might get worse because Trump is in office. I'm not saying that, but you can't fool me with such extreme,
rhetoric. Rhetoric.
Full immunity. Like this is ridiculous.
Yeah, they coming out with that full extreme rhetoric, and they said that Trump is going to put the Jews back into concentration camps. I said, damn.
They said Trump gonna deport 2 million people. I think I talked to you about this before. You know what that do to deport 2 million? You know that means you got to go to every house. That means you got to violate everybody's rights. Meaning you just go to a Hispanic neighborhood and just knock down every door. Because 2 million undocumented people, how are you gonna find them?
Right.
Just go to the Mexican neighborhood and knock down and violate everybody's rights there.
Right.
Like, you know how many people, how many cops how much of the military you're gonna need to do that?
Right, exactly, Cap. I think that they're just going to seal the border up now, and then the 10 million brothers and sisters that's over here from Venezuela and all different countries in South America. I think they're here now. You know what I mean? They're here now, and thanks be to the Lord that you made it over here in the time that you made it over here, and that was that. Let me see. Who said it? Trump has support from police community, and he wants to make them feel safe. I mean, let's be honest. You can spend a day looking at cop videos on YouTube and see why it's a scary job. Okay. Kawhi damage. But he knows there are bad cops. Okay. Spoke about it before. Let's see. Okay, it's clear that some of them are in the wrong. You're right. Kawhi damage. Melvin Cole said, I have a friend that voted for Clinton and then Biden. Then the other day he said he's setting his feelings aside and voting for Trump.
I mean, they're right.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Cat, man, I'm ingratiated. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying, you came on here and blessed us with, you know what I mean, to go inside the mind of the lion. You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know what I'm saying, that is worth more than everything. Melvin Cole said policy over feeling. You think that's right, Cap? Policy over feeling?
We in the right direction. I think we definitely in the right direction. I mean, if you're gonna vote, don't vote just because you like the way she wore her dress, or you like the way the orange hair looked.
We got the D-Ray show said, Shalom, Captains, Lord in Christ, Shalom, Lord in Christ to you. You know what I'm saying? I think at the end of the day, we saw that a lot of people saw and saw through the fact that how corrupt the system was. You know what I mean? CNN, MSNBC, NBC, CBS, all of them came after Trump, and we actually was able to see it. She bought out all of Hollywood. She bought out all of the music industry, as if white people, every white person that's Democrat like rap. I don't know what the hell.
She didn't bring out one country singer.
None. She done what she was done with that. But I was glad that they were able to see it.
Come on, sir.
And maybe it might have resonated more with black voters if they would have just come out and said that she was East Indian, But they didn't want to go with the, because you got Vivek, Vivek, he's East Indian. He's clearly East Indian, but because they wanted to push her and deliver the black vote, they wanted to say that she was a black woman. And it blew up in their face. And like you said, Cap, next time they might start getting more stiffer on the border, or start figuring out new ways to be able to deliver the black vote. And like I said, man, I want to thank you, Cap, for coming through today. You know what I'm saying? And giving us the insight on the mind that is the lion.
What's that?
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So shout out to everybody, D-Ray, the D-Ray show, Officer Mataziala. I know that was you. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't want to reveal you. I didn't want to reveal you like that. He said, I know them feel stupid right now. They said themselves to do mischief, like the scripture says, by endorsing her. That's right. And look, man, Trump had two two of those on his life. it might be some more. But this time the person might just get caught with a dress on.
Right.
All right, man. With that being said, man, the water cap to you, the water to everybody, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man, and make sure y'all leave a comment. And that's that, man. We're gonna go ahead and shut it down. Cap's where he need to be, and that's that. Cap, you got your Instagram or anything like that you want to drop?
What's that? Aria, my name right there somewhere. Aria the Lion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on Instagram, yeah.
All right, on Instagram, man. So shout out to everybody, man. We're gonna get out of here. The only thing that I could do right now, I mean, is either end it or I could take you to a song. So I believe in the spirit of the election and everything like that. We can at least take you out to a song, because guess what? I'm in Delaware. We in a blue state. It wasn't as red as, Pennsylvania was. It was blue here. You know what I'm saying? So the least we can do is take you out to a song. That's right, man. Bobby Dons is on the mic right now. So y'all go ahead and like and subscribe and share and send this out to everybody that you can. We out of here.
Killer Vision. I'm out Delaware, my niggas is heavy there. 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 Thinking they looking for me, them pussies they never did.
We got the jizzle in the building, shooters in the background. Let a nigga step Mossberg sitting back down. Once they do the book, fuck niggas, yeah, I'm back now. Let everybody start, bunch of funny niggas fat now. Dope game silly, all these plugs earn the rats now. 3 shears litty, all these frauds want rap now. 20 throw his dukes up, try me to death. Put the G's in your swag, made it cool to wreck your set. All my niggas heavy head, play with heavy metal gear. Chest shot it, burn his body like Patron the Belvedere. Talk about it in they rap, but these pussies never there. Real recognize real, I look familiar everywhere. That's why they see me on the TV, banging on my CD. Getting to that money like I'm bagging up from OZ. Scratching and surviving, now I'm stacking and supplying. Boys flowing through the city and these haters can't deny it.
I'm out Delaware, my niggas is heavy there. 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 Thinking they looking for me, them pussies they never did.
It's still boss where I come from. Frauds where you be at. I'm on Delaware where pussies don't really be at. I rack the bag that the place is OT at. Different forklift, them killers don't need ski masks. Shout to Dumb City where Boob and KB at. 20 money baby, the dub is where they re-at. Project money, the bucket, the 2-6. Screaming shouts to KG, plus Grams and Larry Lips. Couple shooters out 40, go to war for me. Yellow with the purple, throw it back, grab Ori. Most of the monster, 2-knife Esco. Giving out funk work, crab claw, let's go. We round like the West Coast, talking ain't the topic. Shooting like pool, 8-ball, corner pocket. Airplane mode on you niggas, I'm the pilot. I-95, 302, we get it poppin'.
I'm out Delaware, my niggas is heavy there. 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 Thinking they looking for me, them pussies they never did.
I got some niggas in the box with the ox walking the rec yard. Doused to be near while they move on my baby Randolph. Certified goons all down for some shooting. Bill for John Jay, them crackers uptown roofed them. Can't forget Flies, Larry Lips, and G-Wise. Breeze with it is all the ox and they salam. Northern been the same since ain't got all the time. Damn, JJ, she was triple, what you doing? The pig told him Damo, Bam got an elbow. Jerry took a plea for the 7 but got railroad. The feds grabbed repo, Nav kept the G though. Leak was getting money but the Jax, Miss Rico. Bert, that's my people. Live by the G code. Who got